All right, man. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez, Purse versus Pedro Campo tonight. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. So let's get into it, man. If you don't know, T.O. is fighting tonight from Las Vegas versus Pedro Campo. I kept saying Leon Paro. I thought he should fight Leon Paro, but apparently also Josh Taylor is dropping the IBF belt out here. I don't think he officially dropped the IBF belt, but I'm hearing he dropping the IBF belt. That's what I'm hearing. All right. So so Josh Taylor just gonna hold the WBO because they all order mandatories at the same time. So you know how the game goes. So it says Teofimo Lopez and Pedro Campos. I don't care about the social media part. They weighed in yesterday. Right, we ain't done with Teofimo Lopez neither. I might double back immediately. So this ain't what I was looking for. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So they said according to TotalSports.com, the former champion will earn guaranteed payment of $1 million and receive 60%, which ain't no pay-per-view revenue, so don't worry about that. I don't know why they keep saying that, but he gonna give additional money. Lopez will walk away with a higher percentage because he stands a bigger profile as being the A side in this class. Campa will secure himself with $350K for being Lopez's opponent this weekend. So the overall sum of the payout each man will receive will depend on how well it sells. However, also obviously gate and all that. There's a targeted viewing figure to reach desired. Tia will earn 1.5. So that's pretty much what they guesstimate he gonna make, anywhere probably 1.5 to 2 million. The Mexican will earn roughly Campa around 500K if paper. Don't worry about pay-per-view, man. I don't know why they always say that, but they always report lower guarantees before the fight. So T.O. could walk away. He gonna walk away more than 1 million, 1.5 to. Campa gonna probably walk away with 500K. 4 or 500K somewhere between there. All right, so Pedro Campa is getting a great payday. Teofimo Lopez is getting a good payday. People forget he got paid, right? He got paid, not to fight Teofimo Lopez. I mean, not to fight George Camboso by Triller. They was falling default. He got some money for that. Eddie Hearn, they got some money from that fight. So he got paid twice last year despite fighting once. So he got two paydays. So I mean, you think in reality, him and Camboso both coming back at the same They basically coming back at the same time. Camboso came back in June. He gonna come back in a few months later in August. So he really ain't missed much. He really ain't missed much at all. For him to be walking away anywhere from $1.5 to $2 million. You know what I'm saying? To fight Pedro Campa. And also, I also heard, allegedly that he has a network deal with ESPN. Him and Tyson Fury. We're gonna talk a little bit more about Tyson Fury later on too. I hear he had a network deal. So they both had a network deal with ESPN. And it don't seem like no PBC fighter got a network deal. And Jerron Ennis and the PBC fighter, he got a Showtime deal. So I mean, but yeah, one of T.O. before T.O. lost, one of his pay-per-views was actually supposed to be it would actually supposed to be when his fight's coming back, supposed to be pay-per-view. And they wanted to go right into the Josh Taylor fight. But when he lost, he couldn't go on pay-per-view. One of his another opponents that he was supposed to One of the other opponents he was supposed to fight was Arnold Barboza. So I don't understand why he didn't fight Barboza and he went with Campa. It probably something to do with the rankings. That's what I think about it. It probably had something to do with the rankings. And that's why he probably ended up going with Pedro Campa. Or maybe he just, remember he coming off an injury too. Maybe they just want a light touch, but boxing has been atrocious the last, shit since Devin Haney fought. Even though Better BF and Beevil was lit, it just didn't have the traction amongst the American fans. And I told you everybody gonna want to get in and fight before the fall. I told y'all that everybody want to get in and fight before the fall. Now you starting to see everybody kind of getting close to the fall. Some of the guys in the summer want to fight twice before the year end. Now you seeing everybody kind of squeeze in AJ Usyk. They say AJ gonna be back, win, loss, or draw in December. I mean, Adrian Broner trying to get it in. You hear about Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks, Wilder coming back. So boxing, at the end of the day, they need to stress the facts that, bro, it's not healthy for the sport to have a premier and the biggest and best fights in the fourth quarter of the year or that fall season. It's not. It doesn't. You're competing with the other top sports, and apparently the World Cup is going to be in November. So apparently you are competing against world sports. You can compete in America against premier sports. If you had to ask the average American, would you rather go to an American football game? Shit, would you rather go to a soccer game, or you go to baseball game in October? For the playoffs. They're gonna pick that over even the premier's boxing content that y'all trying to make, because y'all ain't making the big fights, and all they continue to do is hurt themselves. Everybody trying to squeeze it in and squeeze it in May. Squeeze it in the fall and the winter before December, before Christmas. But nonetheless, man, I think they expect a quick win for T.O. I think you're gonna see a really quick turnaround as well too. So he's gonna be back before Christmas if he go well. But at the end of the day, bro, this just wasn't a great time to put boxing on, especially and then you got 4 fight cards on next weekend. You got Emmanuel Navete coming back versus a nobody, Adrian and AJ fighting next weekend. Shit, swap AB fight or AJ fight for this fight next weekend. Cause this joint right here, man, ain't no way they could sell this. T.O. should have came back versus somebody at least that was gonna put up a fight. You know, at least who's going. I mean, I will. Like I said before, all the names was hanging around that division, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they could have put him in there. At least for Harry Davis would have talked some shit. Sandor Martin, but that was probably all too dangerous coming off the mental meltdown that he had. And I'm about to go into that in another video, so let me not get into that. But hey, 1.5 probably guarantee. Probably TL make anywhere from 1.5 to 2. Pedro Campa make anywhere from 350 to 500. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financial want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.